Hello friends and welcome. Do you notice anything different? For those of you who follow along often, you will know this is my first video that I'm making in my new craft area. We've been planning this for over a year. We've been working on it for probably 6 months or so. I'm so excited to be in my new craft space. Now, I have a lot of work to do. I have piles of things laying everywhere that I conveniently hid out of sight for this video. But you rest assured, I'm sure you want to see it. I'm sure you want to see how I have things organized. As soon as I get everything organized the way I really and truly want it, I will be making a video to share with you so you can see exactly how I have everything set up. Now, if you missed my tour of my previous craft area, I would love for you to watch along with that to see how I have had everything organized in the craft area I've been using for the last few years. So I can link you to a video right here if you want to take a look at that. Now for today's video, I am just sharing a really quick tip. It's how to refill the Stampin' Up markers. A lot of people don't realize you can refill them, and I want to share that with you today. So let's take a look at it. One of my favorite things about Stampin' Up products is the color coordination. And with that, I mean the coordination between our stamp pads, our markers, our papers, our embellishments, all of our products. Now, a lot of people don't realize that you can actually use these same ink refills for our ink pads that you can use with the markers. A lot of people do not realize you can refill these with the markers. So if you want any more information on our ink pads, I can link you to a video right here on them. I like to store my ink pads and my markers in our adjustable storage. So I'm going to link you to a video there as well, because I have some nice detailed videos on those that you can take a look at. Now, if you just want to know how to refill these markers, here's how you do it. All you need is your marker, your ink refill, and some tweezers. And actually, you don't even have to have tweezers if you're okay with getting your hands a little bit inky. So what you need to do is remove the bold tip cap, the larger tip, the brush tip, I believe it is called. You want to squeeze that tip gently and pull on it until it comes out. You can set that aside. Take the lid off your marker, your refill. And what I like to do is hold this at an angle. I don't like to hold it straight up and down because it's really easy to get that area filled with ink. And then you get air bubbles that prevent it from going down. If you hold this at an angle, it really helps the ink to slide down in and not get those air bubbles. So I put a large drop in. If you may or may not be able to see, most of it has gone down in. So depending on how dry the marker is, that affects how much ink I try to put in. You may want to start with like 10 drops if your marker has just started to get a little bit dry. Sometimes it needs a lot more than that. But what you don't want to do is add too much all at one time. When you add too much and it gets full, then you can't put the tip back in without making a mess, and all that extra ink will run down the sides. So I know this through experience, of course. Now I can see that the ink has stopped moving down here inside just a little bit from that tip. What I can do is wait to see if it soaks down in a little bit. It may soak down in, it may not. If I got any air bubbles, tapping on it may help. That may help the ink to go down in some. And here, now I can see that an air bubble has risen to the top and now it has popped. So I think I want to leave it as is. I am going to let this sit. You want to reinsert that tip, and then you want to let it sit horizontally. You should always store your markers horizontally. That way the ink spreads out evenly between the fine tip and that brush tip. So what you want to do is let this lay horizontally for a little while, 10 minutes, maybe half an hour. Try it out, see how it's working. If you need to add some more ink, you can, but that's how easy it is to refill our markers. If you really enjoy card making tips and tricks, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I share quite a few. So hit that subscribe button. Please let me know in the comments what you'd like to see in the future. If you have questions or anything I can answer. Hope you have a blessed day, and I hope to see you again next time when I'll be back helping you to hand make with love.